Okay, we're back.
Hello once again.
So, I'm out of breath. Sorry. I'm dying. A lot of running.
It's me, Zoko, or Aiden again, and we have
Dylan,
back at the
mercy.
mic.
Okay. All right, so we got Centaurus versus USAFA for our next game.
U.S. Air Force Academy, thank you for your service, but
It's
we
yeah,
also want to see you perform. So hope the best from you guys. And Centaurus, let's see how well you do against military-grade players.
yeah. They're playing against the youngins because this is Centaurus High School.
Civilian high schoolers versus trained military. Let's see which one's better at playing video games.
Don't you love how video games bring people together?
Yeah, no, I mean, asked me a year ago if I'd be watching a game between the Air Force and a local high school in a video game, I would have been like, "Oh, you're crazy."
Yeah.
But here I am, and I'm casting it. So
Uh,
already see some early bands coming out. Set on red side, as well as Senna and Singed and Zed.
oh yeah, getting all the toxic people out.
You know, Singed, as of last patch, I don't know about current patch, but last patch he was the highest win rate jungler or top laner,
Dude is
Emerald
broken.
Plus.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely broken.
I honestly believe that's because he just can permanently get prio for these, guppies, and the enemy top always will be losing minions if they try to do anything on the map. And he also scales pretty well with the mage items right now.
Yeah, all those item changes really helped him a bunch. Just made him insane. Whoa!
Ooh, first pick way.
First way. Let's
We
go.
love to see it. New champion. You know, he's been having here and there rough spots, but he did just get a buff last patch, so maybe he's in a better spot. But we do see Lilia coming out. Surprised that was let through. That's a very contentious champion in my opinion right now.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a Lilia ban.
We did see 3 other meta bans, and I think Zed, Xerath, and Set are more personalized,
For
I
sure.
think, from scouting.
Yeah.
Must have some scary win rates on those characters for these players, but I definitely think, in terms of meta, the MF ban, justified, Senna ban, justified,
Yep.
Singed ban, justified. I think if they saw there was any Lilia, they should be banned. If there wasn't any Lilia shown, I can understand, but that character is quite disgusting, and
I
I think
agree.
she is basically get her B1 or ban her, in
You know,
my opinion.
I'm actually surprised we haven't seen any brands yet, or like even any brand bans.
Brand was banned last game on stream.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah, they hit 3 Death Ball characters. They hit Ornn, they hit Brand, and they hit Renata
Yeah,
on the red
brand
side
is
ban.
just disgusting this
Which is
patch.
yeah.
He's got like the highest win rate right now, I believe, right? Like 56%, some insane win rate like that.
I haven't quite seen that, but I do know he's been very popular. They did hotfix nerf his jungle
Oh, did they?
on like
Oh,
Monday
good.
or Tuesday. Just reduce some of the damage he has on camps to
Yeah,
slow down
'cause
his clear.
he clears way too fast. And
But he's
he's got
loving the new mage
way
items,
too much
just loving
damage.
the damage.
Oh, do it. Come on. Give us Timo.
Teamo top, Teamo top, Teamo top, Teamo top, Teamo top. Come on, come on.
Scouts honor. Oh.
Zach top.
That's
No,
okay.
no one
That's,
wants to
that's
see
kind of fun.
that.
What? That's kind of fun. I like Zach
Boo,
Top.
boo. No, it's fine.
I think Zach's fun to cast.
It's a very, very beefy front line. Their top's going to need to be something that can survive a Lilia and a Zach, which is really hard to do. And we're already seeing Aatrox ban. That would have been a
Yep.
good choice for him to
Yep.
pick. He does do pretty well on a Zach, and he can sustain quite a bit and gets that damage into 1v2.
I think also somebody that could counter Zach engage too would be pretty good too.
Yeah, we'll see Centaurus banning some disengage. Zai is pretty safe from dives, so they want to get rid of that. They have Hecarim. They don't want an ADC that's just going to survive them. So they're hitting out that ban. I wonder if they'll also pick another safe ADC, or they might get something more disengagey like a Renata or... Well, support's already picked, so probably more... Ooh, they want Yorick gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see. I actually wouldn't be surprised if we see a Varus.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the Yorick ban. I don't think split push is something that Centaurus doesn't want to fight.
Got to be a target ban. I would
So
think.
it's probably a target ban if it is,
Yeah.
but I imagine split push is a good thing for Centaurus to fight because if they're all by themselves, it's easier for Hecarim to get kills. But it definitely seems like they just don't want to fight that Yorick. Must be a big Yorick player on USAFA.
Let's see if we stick with the triple AP topside here, or if we get an AD mid laner. Probably last pick though, right?
Uh, yeah, I imagine they're saving mid for last because they've shown top jungle and support. Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
ADC.
Kaisa, okay.
Kaisa's pretty decent. She'll have mobility. She can follow up Zac and Tarek, and she can use her ult to kind of kite out Hecarim a little bit
They
on
got
the
a lot of
engage.
magic damage though.
Ooh, another tank. Another beefy boy on Centaurus'
I
team.
like it.
They're going to need a lot of damage picked for their bot lane.
No Lucian. No Lucian. No Lucian.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Lucian here
Yeah.
if they pick it. It's not.
He's fun, but I don't think he's good here.
It's going to force another snowball game, which we did see the last game. But I don't know if it worked as well. Ooh, we're
Oh.
seeing Yon, so that's a Hui bot.
Wow, okay.
Hui Nautilus bot lane. It does make it really easy to confirm Hui spells, and anyone that's low, that QW is just going to decimate anyone that's low health.
Yeah.
So it can see, as well as it's pretty safe from Tarek Kaisa. It's going to be hard for them to get full-on engages, but, you know, any fancy R stun play, this is team play. We can see some fancy Tarek
Whoa.
stuff. Ooh, but the Camilla answer to the
so
Ornn.
maybe Zac mid.
Oh yeah, they looks like they did flex Zac to the mid lane. Zac, Yon. Honestly, it's a pretty good flex. I think Zac just can answer Yon, but they could also, we might see some lane swap shenanigans this game. Because
Possibly.
they might try to get a more favorable lane for Yon, because I do think Yon does way better into Camille early than he does as Zac.
So you're a top lane main, right?
Yeah, no, I play big fan of Aatrox, Khaled, and Darius are my three most played top. But been looking at I've been picking up Mordecai's been good, so I've just been spamming him. But Gwen and Jackson have been trying to pick up for my own team.
So how is, because you said you played a little bit of Camille, how is the Camille Ornn matchup now without Divine?
I haven't actually had the chance to play this one since Divine Sunder got removed. Not many good Camille angles, especially because she was just struggling last patch. They did just give her a buff, which is a bit more fresh on it. She has her passive shield up way more often, as well as her Q, so she's able to take more frequent trades. But until then, we are kind of in a spot of, you know, it's probably Camille's going to have some pressure, but any gank and Ornn just kind of decimates her, and Lilia could just kind of farm gold off of them, especially post 6. But same thing on the other side. I say Hecarim, not Lilia. Post side though, Camille has a lot of lockdown, so Ornn can be, you know, held in for this Lilia, and they can get some kills off there too. I definitely think Centaurus wants more of a snowball this game.
For sure.
They have the backline access to force fights in the early game with Ornn ult, Hecarim ult, Nautilus ult, Yon ult. Like, they have so much to go in, but not that much to stay out. So if, you know, Kaisa gets 2-3 items, Lilia 2 items, Camille 2 items, it might start looking a little gross for them if they're not already very far ahead.
Well, I think even if Centaurus does get ahead, it's going to be hard for USAFA to, like, to stay in the game, because they have not really a lot of wave clear. Unless Kaisa builds, she builds static still, doesn't she?
I think she can opt for it. I'm not quite caught up on the Kaisa builds. They change every patch,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
always some new thing. I played her in ARAM the other day, and I'm going W max mage items because it's funny to poke from that far. Didn't win, but got an angry message from the enemy after the game, so shows I did something right.
No, the real question is whether, like, did you report him after and then get that, you know, report? That's the real win right there.
Oh yeah, no, it's my best skill in ranked isn't actually playing the game well. It's writing down the timestamp of anytime someone says something that's just insta reportable,
Boom.
and then saying, all right, or if they in my game, I'm just putting that report in with timestamp, and they're gone. And almost every time, like an hour later, I get some kind of feedback, and you know, that's the real win.
Sweet pop up.
And then
Makes any game worth losing.
they are punished to Norm's queue for 10 games.
Yeah. I love that it doesn't apply to, like, ARAMs too. You have to play normals.
It used to be ARAMs, but
Yeah, I know.
it caused a
Big change.
ARAM community was frustrated about it because
Yeah.
you get a bunch of people who just try to soft in ARAM to make it end in 10 minutes. So they swapped it to the norms, and now if you try to int in norms, it's a lot more apparent than in ARAM.
Yeah. Big, big change. From
So remember, if you're getting angry, I do this all the time too. Just click that self-mute button. It does wonders. It does wonders for you and your account not being punished.
Just talk to yourself. It's way easier.
I mean, we all play League. We all get passionate about our game, especially if you play ranked. You get in the grind. You're
Yep.
setting that goal where you're trying to get to silver, gold, plat, emerald, diamond. Again, God forbid you're an emerald. I'm so sorry for you. Um, it's like, you getting close to that goal, but just that frustrating game, that thing that's just out of your control, and you just get. It's very defeating. But
Oh yeah, that's right. We
you
gotta
come
wait.
back and you go again. We got spectator. We can put on the webcam if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes to wait. So hi, you can see us. Hello. My hair's
Now they
parted
can
the wrong
see
way.
us. Yeah. Now they
Hello,
can see us,
hello.
Yeah.
How's it going?
We have webcam this tournament.
Yeah, we're here at the local host. You can see the Smash Ultimate banner back there.
Yeah, and those are the restrooms that way too. So
Yeah, you'll see people who have to go back there.
we got prime real estate right here.
Get a whiff of that. That's the good stuff. Stink bombs going
Yeah,
off.
this is where they stick the casters, man.
It's
We are
the
very
ideal
loved
place
here.
for us to be.
Yeah.
You can keep track, see who goes the most.
On the bright side, we're right next to the stage, so that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I definitely
the-
think draft-wise, it's hard to say which I like better because
I think Centaurus has the edge personally.
I think Centaurus definitely has the early game. I think USAFA definitely, once it gets to 2 items, if the game's kind of neutral, it's definitely in their favor. But I also think they aren't in anything hard losing, I feel.
No.
It's just the problem of, I don't know they're going to get much topside prio, depending on who goes where. If it's Camille or
Yeah.
then top will have prio. But then bot side, I don't know if Hui's wave clear and push is that good that early, as well as the kill threat from Kai'Sa Tarek is just kind of high.
Yeah, I don't
in
think his
sustained
little
fight.
Fisher thing does that much damage to
Yeah,
minions
his
early, so it's pretty
QE
hard
does
to
a lot of
push.
wave clear, but it's also kind of gradual, and he doesn't get as much of it until he gets a 1 item, then he starts to delete waves.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
weak early.
since
right?
he's bot lane, he's going to be down XP the levels. He won't have as much damage put into his Q as early, so he can't force people under tower as much as he can in mid lane.
Yep.
Big fan of Hui. Hui Jin is a lane I adore playing. It's very fun. Once you get them held under that turret, you're just sniping them with W's as Jin and QW as Hui, just bursting them down. If you get so far ahead, you just press R off cooldown. Both of you just chain them together. It's very fun.
I want to see a Bardo, man. I want to
Do
see
we
Bard
have-
real badly.
Something to watch out for. I don't think we have any this game, but Riot's been adding a bunch of the special events for certain characters. I'm hoping we get to see some kind of Jax and
yeah.
Velvet some game. The Thresh Senna, that one's been around for a while.
Shen's got
what
one
was
with
it?
Zed now.
Yeah, Shen and Zed have one.
Yeah.
A lot of cool ones, and honestly, I liked seeing them. But they also, it is a weird balancing thing because now there's this another thing to consider when you have a matchup going on. But we are loading into the game now.
Yeah, it just went from 20 seconds to 0. That was pretty cool. Beautiful. Oh, please give us an invade.
Ooh, 2 for the fist bump. No team synergy there. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Denied. Oh, might get an invade here. Yes. Yes. You can do it.
30 seconds until minions
Just block
spawn.
forward. Just go down. Click down.
I'm looking for a late invade.
Maybe. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
It's hard to outclear the. Fix the scoreboard order.
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah, my bad.
I think that's it. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. I think so.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like it. Interesting. Zach has Ignite. No teleport on Zach. He's going for all the kills.
It is a lane. From having played a lot of tanks early game, especially tanks that have good damage like Ornn and Zach, and Malphite even. When you get your early bombies, or you get early plated, or Warden's mail even, or if you want to rush a Thor mail in these lanes too, if there's enough AD in the enemy team and auto attackers, you kind of bully Yon and Yasuo early. So Ignite's honestly valid, especially for Zach mid, because he can force a lot more kill pressure and fight for this push, so that he can get rotations for the early jungle objectives.
I mean, Zach's base damage is also pretty insane, too.
It's feeling like crazy. If you're ever fighting a Zac and you're not stepping on those blobs in lane, he's just gonna heal everything that you do to him.
It reduces W cooldown too, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
For
he
every
refreshes
block
his
you step,
W,
so
he gets
yeah,
some healing back, and it
it's
just
really important to step
decimates
on
you.
him. Just nice, easy early trading coming out. Bottom's gonna hit level 2 first. Red. Aw, no fun. Yeah, I don't expect to see a lot of early pressure here.
We do see the Ornn getting a knock-up onto the Camille, but he is being kind of chunked out. He's fighting really hard for this pressure to get this first wave in. But again, you know, he's against the Bruiser. He's going to have trouble matching that damage.
Both junglers just opting to vertical jungle here.
Let's see, trade going in between Yone and Zac. It won't be lethal unless one decides to go back in, but it seems that trade is over.
Nah, they're just saying hi to each other, you know? Giving each other high fives. Zac's got the big high five with the, you know.
Ooh, Yone misses the Q3, has to immediately bail out with that E. A very frustrating thing to lane against, but it's also now he can't do another trade like that for another 20 seconds. That trade between Camille and Ornn. Ornn cancels the Camille E with his passive Brittle Auto. That is a lot of damage out. We see the engage bot lane, Nautilus on the Taric. Taric forced to flash, Hui getting as much damage as he can. That push going in. We see the flash happening top lane. Ornn and Camille both 1 HP. Level lead on the Camille. There's so much happening on the map right now in every lane. As every lane is just trying to fight for push. Bot loses push here. Top still fighting back and forth for it. Another engage on the Kaisa. Hui standing back, throwing abilities. Ooh, root on the Taric, and that might be a pick. Ooh, that's first blood to Hui. Very nice. Oh, we see a gank. Ornn's forced to flash E, get out. Lilia barely misses the Q. Ornn does survive, but he is down to some, which could lead to another later gank by the Lilia.
It's possible they try and dive him here. Maybe not. It's a big wave. Nah, Lilia's just gonna say no and go farmer camps.
Lily needs to get her reset before the Guppies. Otherwise, Hacker might be too strong, and they might not be able to contest it if they choose to fight it. Same thing with the Dragon.
Dragons this game, I think, are going to be big. With how these team comps are, a Mountain Drake soul is going to be massive if we get it.
We see Hecarim getting queued out by the Lilia. Yone going in on Zac. Yone is pulled back by his E, so he cannot go back in quite yet. Zac and Lilia trying to chase, but Hecarim is too fast. Camille on the flank as well. Hecarim hitting her with EQ, trying to run out. Ornn in the area, but also not too beefy. He does get out, forced to Ghost. And that should be the Void Grubs going over to Lilia. First early objective taken by them, by the scaling team, mind you, as well. I think both teams have good scaling. I think both these teams drafted some good early and some good late. The more balanced team draft than we saw last game, where one was almost all late and one was all early, and the all early just kind of took over. We did see Taric also rotate up to the Void Grub, so very common practice you'll see a lot of supports doing right now, as it's a very highly contested first objective, because Drag does take quite a bit longer to take than the Void Grubs.
Some Pink's coming up on top lane here too. Ornn's going to get ganked.
Yeah, Ornn looking in this fight, but his team is not on the side of the map to help him. We'll see Camille starting this fight. She is low. Lilia and Taric going in as well. Early E out from the Taric. W out from Camille. Brittle going in. Ornn's looking to grab something on the way out, but he's going to be taken down by the Camille auto.
Nice, and they give the kill to Camille too.
Very unfortunate pick you don't want to give there. Also given to quite a scary opponent. Also his own lane. So it'll make it a little harder for him to lane when she gets it back off. But he does have TP. She is low. Her team did not help her crash the wave, so she's left in an awkward spot.
Yeah, what a great roam from Taric.
Now let's go in for an engage on Kaisa. Hui's half the lane away, but he's still able to land spells on her off the CC, showing quite how good a CC lane is with Hui.
Oof, this Kaisa just does not get to play the game right now. We got a nice little freeze set up. It's going to push back into him, but just so much denial.
Ooh, another engage for the Nautilus Q. Hui's Q doesn't hit. A lot of damage going on to Nautilus. He might go down here. Kaisa pops Ghost, is running down. Wait, popping shields for his Nautilus, slowing Kaisa down.
Whoa.
Ooh, one auto off.
Oh.
Ooh, Nautilus goes back for the hook, but dies for it. Trying to grab
Crazy.
Kaisa under turret as his last dying breath, but does not connect.
3 people walking mid here. We could see Zac get ganked.
We see a gank on Zac, but Zac has passive up. He is hit by R. Orin is also bot lane, but his R does get out. He's getting a lot of healing, a lot of CC. Trying to run for his life. Orin R coming out. It will pop this. Oh, wait, it does.
Oh.
That Zac keeps his pass. Ooh, they don't even get Zac passive for that. That's really rough.
That's brutal. They burned so much for it too.
Zac's just such a hard lane to gank with all his CC and his disengage for himself. R knocking people away, giving him so much healing. It's really hard to keep him down. And Orin fighting Camille on the top wave, Eing in. This might have been a bad choice, as you know Camille has more sustained damage than he does. He's mostly burst with his damage. We're getting Q2 off, all that true damage hitting. If she gets any more engage in, she can defeat Amir, but her hook shot might not be off cooldown. Another W auto. Ooh, another kill to Camille. We see another fight. Zac getting out over the wall from Nautilus Yone. Camille now having to deal with these two, but able to get out easily with her hook shot.
Oh, that is just brutal to see.
Nautilus getting the Zac with the hook. He's low, but can he get him? His team cannot follow up quite yet. Zac E might be off cooldown real soon, but he makes it barely to turret. Passive still up. Yone wanting to get this down. Ignite hitting, turret hitting. Now he is hurt, and Lily is in the area. It's just very high tempo. People are not. People keep trying to get something from nothing, and it's just going worse and worse. Zac engaging the red buff, getting knocked up on Yone, but he is knocked into pass, or he's not knocked into passive. Jesus, he's healing so much. Lilia collects the kill on Yone, and now is going to run down the Hecarim. Slow landed. He's forced to R over the wall. Lilia flashes after that move speed, horse after horse. Let's see which one can catch the other. Looks like he has the move speed to get out. He barely saves his life, but that is such an unfortunate play for CHS.
So close.
Oh, there's a fancy RN by Kaisa with the Terraki, getting the stun away, but they cannot do much meaningful damage on it. That is Kaisa ult down, but that does chunk away for a little bit.
That was sick. I didn't know you could actually do that.
It does show, but they have played this before, and they know what to be looking for with that Taric. Something you will not be seeing in solo queue that often is a play like that on a Kaisa. You see Orin tanking damage. He's taking turret shot. That Bramble Vest is not doing him favors because he's taking aggro because of it. Camille just chunking him for most of his health. But he does have TP up. He can take a reset, but that does put it down for any play he wants to make. But he does not look like he wants to leave lane quite yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to sit around a little bit, hit his anvil. Hecarim is topside, so he could try and come up and help when the Wave crashes.
Right, we'll see Orin trying to collect. He's not opting for the freeze, but actually just to clear the wave instantly, maybe returning it to a neutral state.
Yeah, I'm sure he wants to take it back here, I would imagine.
Oh, no. Looks like Neo is staying for another clear, hoping to maybe make Camille lose some CS. But he will not be able to fight for this Guppies, as he still needs to reset. He's very low.
Has Hecarim build changed at all with new season?
Sorry, what was that?
Has Hecarim build changed at all with new season?
No, he still opts for Shojin pretty early.
Yeah.
The item's still pretty good for him. It's just everything they change about it is still good for him for one reason or another, and this time it's just a damage amp on his Q. He tends to go pretty bruisery, but I know there are some lethality builds that exist as well. We are seeing this fight going on Zac. Zac R does come out, but we see Lilia and Taric show up. Taric once again up here for the Guppies, and that is a pick onto the Nautilus as they keep engaging on this tank, but he just does not die.
Nice and easy. Should be more Void Grubbers going over to USAFA.
Yeah, is that might be 6 Void Grubs
so.
right there, and that will make their split quite more menacing. I don't think too much of their team will be opting to split besides the Camille, but that will make the turret damage crazy. We do see Orin popping R in the Camille, but Camille is safely under turret. She's just going to take the damage.
Yeah,
she walks up, takes the Brittle hit, but starts the engage on the Orin as her team is showing up to help now. Orin cannot get out, gets a knock up on 2 of them, but Taric is here, Zac is here, Flash comes out, Taric's done, Q from Lilia, and that does take him down. Kill once again going over to Camille. She is 3-0. She will be finishing her Ravenous Hydra soon. This lane is becoming very, very hard for Ornn to play.
Brutal. And every kill going over to Camille too is just so difficult. USAFA playing really, really well this game.
And we'll see once this Camille gets Ravenous Hydra and most likely Trinity Force, she will start to just be able to 1v1 anyone in the team. Menace in the side lane, and with these Void Grubs as well, she's just going to have so much pressure in the lane. Nautilus Q lands on the Kaisa. Ult coming out,
Whoa.
she's forced to flash with ult damage. Hecarim invading on the Lilia, but Taric is there helping the Gromp. Yone shows up as well, eating at max range. Missing R on the Taric, missing wide. Going in, Hecarim gets stunned by the Taric and the Q, and the Kaisa picking it off with her W. See QW trying to pull them out. See Fear coming out. They're going in. Taric flashes in. Another engage. All the damage out. Ooh, Hui gets grabbed by the Zac. Kaisa once again grabbing another kill, but Nautilus does make it back to the turret. But that is 2 waves worth of minions that Hui will be losing off that pick. Camille coming back, grabbing his Hydra. She's very strong, taking trade with Ornn. Ornn trading back as he can, but she's just going to win. She's just going to heal off the wave. Every bit of damage is just pain for him as he's just sitting down 0-3, trying to do what he can for this game. We see Taric ult coming out as he's being engaged on by the Yone Nautilus. They cannot kill him in time. Kaisa's coming back. Yone fully stacked lethal tempo, doing as much damage as he can. Strix getting very, very low, but keeping himself up barely. Heal coming out.
Here comes Zac.
And going down. But Nautilus re-engaging as Lilia and Zac show up. Nautilus will be taken down by Kaisa here. Oh, Lilia sleep coming out on Yone. Yone dashes out, tries to get away. WQ. He does live. And Zac has to walk away. Yone looking for the re-engage. Ooh, Ignited has to back out. Ooh, he burns out. Ooh, that's rough. Camille also trading in on this ore, and he's low, solo diveable even, if he doesn't get a level up real soon.
The Ignite Lilia combo passive just does so much damage, you just didn't even have a chance.
Yeah, Lilia touches you once, and you just see your health bar slowly moving down. You're downloading a new Steam game, but the download bar is just getting bigger and bigger instead of getting closer and closer. You see Ornar going out on Camille, but she dodges it with her R. Hextech trap comes out. Hecarim goes in. She gets the kill on Ornn. Hecarim is here, but she's so far ahead. They both are 1-for-1 for item, but she's 3 levels up. Hecarim is running down, showing how strong Shojin is on this character. Each Q doing more and more damage, but Lilia shows up after Hecarim gets the shutdown. Flash Q's in, gets his burn damage. Hecarim trying to trade back, but just falls once again for the deer. This is why I say this character is so disgusting. She just can be everywhere at once, so much damage, and she just takes over games and scales so well.
She's already completed the Andres too, so crazy amounts of damage coming out.
Hecarim did get quite a sizable shutdown though on the Camille, so he might be able to do something with this gold lead, but that is another topside objective going over to the Lilia and for USAFA. They do not want to walk away empty-handed this tournament, as last one did not go quite as well.
Speaking of this tournament, I don't know if we ever, if I ever mentioned, we have 16 teams in this tournament.
You know, we have 16 attendance, all local places. We got high schools, we got colleges, we got some people who are just a group of friends who just wanted to make a team.
Yeah. In 3 tournaments, we've basically doubled. I think we have doubled. I think the first tournament was 8.
I believe so. I was only here since the second one, but I plan to be here every time since.
Yeah, we've doubled our attendance, which is awesome. We also had the governor here earlier today, which was really cool.
We see Nautilus ult coming out, Taric stunning the Nautilus, Hui QW coming in, but there's no play that happens as everyone just backs off from this. Lilia showing up top lane, getting some damage out on the Ornn. Looks like they're trying to get some kind of crash, maybe use his Rift Herald to delete tier 1. Get some more of the map open and maybe start invading this jungle.
We should probably see Zac walking top here as well right now.
Yeah, and Ornn's just getting poked by these E's as well. He's so low. This turret goes down, and he's knocked up by the Rift Herald and just deleted by Lilia. He's built armor, and this magic damage burn will just melt him so quickly. You see Zac once again fighting 2 people, and they just do nothing to him as he just keeps walking away like, hey, felt, an itch in my back.
Yeah, just steps on his blobs, heals back to full health.
See, now Q coming out on the Kaisa. We see Hui doing as much damage to Taric as he can. Taric ult coming out. Kaisa getting on the Hui. She's in Taric ult. She does get the pick on the Hui. Nautilus is left there trying to walk out, but Kaisa will run him down and delete him with her Q. We will see TP from Ornn coming in, trying to save this turret, keep it alive, keep them something on the map where they can be safe and step up farther for objectives. Knock up on the Taric, damage out, but he has to back off. Void Grub spawning in, just running for that turret.
Well, he does save the turret.
Bot turret does stay up tier 1, but that is a TP down for next objective. But he is in the area for this next drag, spawning within a minute. He is looking to stop these backs from the Kaisa, gets stunned, but now he has to dash out. Kaisa just chunking him. He's down to a 3rd HP. Lilia shows herself in the area with her E. Yon looking for a trade on the Zac. Goes all in. Nautilus in the area, but he has to go back. His E tether has ran out of cooldown. Nautilus is hitting Zac, but he's just getting his health back. Yon ults in to get into distance. Nautilus ult coming up, but Lilia ult to counter. And now she's going to come in, do a bunch of damage to them. And it looks like that'll be 2 down. Zac still has not lost his passive.
Man is doing work.
And we see Strix, the Taric, pinging Lilia, Bandicooty, going crazy on this Lilia, getting so many kills, 6 of 0 and 5. Not only playing such a strong character, but showing them what they are capable of and why they are such a good character, and using their tools so well. No deaths on the board for this Lilia. And we will see the next Infernal Drake going over to USAFA as well.
Yeah, Infernal. We have Infernal Soul in this map too. I mean, this isn't Infernal Soul, but or it's not Soul Point, but Infernal Soul is really cool to see too.
Yeah, with all the damage that they already have, Kai'Sa, Pokemon W, Camille just going in, that an Infernal Soul would be very strong for them to get. As well as just the high damage profile, the amount of AP that Lily will be getting from it, it's just a lot that you don't want to be dishing out and taking, especially even if you are a tank. That just it adds up, and the damage, the cooldown is not too long on Infernal.
I'm just thinking like Zac. Zac's gonna like probably be able to one-shot away with Infernal Soul with the amount of damage that he has.
We haven't seen too much out of skirmishes at the moment. We haven't seen a full 5v5 team fight yet, but we are getting closer to the stage of the game where we will be seeing everyone grouping.
A lot of pings coming in there top side.
See Nautilus slowing and rooting, trying to keep people away. We see Camille going in on the Ornn. Ornn pops ult out, gets Ramble, gets knock up. He's stalling for time, but Kai'Sa is here, and they just delete him that fast. While Yon is fighting the Zac in the bot lane, losing his health. Zac didn't even take a single point of damage as he's just back to full health from his healing. Very impressive.
For the Ornn.
Very rough spot for Cherry Creek High School to be in.
Really unfortunate for the Ornn. He hits all of his abilities and it just means nothing. Camille just got so far ahead from a lot of those early ganks that it's really hard for him to just have an impact here in the solo lane.
We see Lily Sleep coming out on the way as the turret dies. Nautilus tries to stall with the root, but they just keep chasing down. They have so much backline access. Camille does get rid of her turret. She is low. Hecarim's going in for the kill. Forced to ult, trying to hit whatever he can on the Camille. Camille's dodging. But Hecarim just is so fast, runs on, but now he has to deal with the Lilia, who's fully stacked, hitting him like crazy, and he dies to burn. As we go to Yon and Zac fighting bot lane, Yon just losing health every time he fights the Zac. The Bramble Vest is just hurting him more and more.
Yeah, this is just not
as he's trying to get through Plated, Bramble, and a finished Unending Despair, I believe is what the item is called, which just is also healing him for that burn. So Taric looking to fight the Ornn, just some poke damage off. He knows his team's nearby, so he can just kind of bully the
He's got to
Ornn
assert
as much as he
dominance.
wants. We did see Taric opt for the damage support item. He wanted to get some damage in, which is an interesting one, because you'd probably imagine Taric taking more of the tanky or engage ones, but he opted for the Spell Blade, which he does proc often due to his Q cooldown being very, very low, and based on the use of his other abilities and auto attacks. But yeah, we just see USAFA taking the entirety of CHS's jungle. They just have nothing to have to their name. Hecarim cannot farm. He's almost going to be stuck at 1.5 items for the rest of the game.
Yeah, this is a really, really, really tough spot for Centaurus here. And I think basically their only saving grace they could possibly have is trying to get a Baron steal.
I'm sorry, I might call him Cherry Creek. It's Centaurus. I think we had the wrong name up.
yeah, they're Centaurus.
Yeah, no,
There's two-
apologies there.
there's
We
two
had some
CHSs
confusion with
here.
the team names.
Well, like we said, 16 teams, man.
Yeah, 16 teams. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Hard to keep track. Another nice little trade from Camille. She's just so far ahead. She can just heal through anything that Orin does to her.
And once again, Tarek's just fights solo because he knows his team can just rotate from so far
Oh.
away. Kaisa R's in, and just the Nautilus is deleted once again. 0-7-3. He's being picked out, eaten like candy from the candy store.
There should be Baron here, too.
Well, that does open up the Baron angle. We have Zac still in the bot lane with some split pressure, but he has no TP, so he cannot join any fight that breaks out, but there looks to be no contest on this Baron, as it just falls straight to USAFA, as they go now look on Orin, who is very far ahead of his turrets, very out. And it looks like they will just run him down. Flashes over the wall, tries to TP out, but Camille E, hookshot cancels it. He tries to do any damage, but he only gets like 1/10 of Camille's health bar and falls down once again.
Oh, it's Zac.
Ooh, Kaisa just lands 2 autos in a Q. Nautilus hook onto Zac. Zac once again just does not take damage. He's healing everything they're doing to him. While Hui's being ran down to mid lane, they're using everything to try to pick the Zac. Doesn't even die, and they just take it mid-inhib and start to run down the game. They're walking back trying to answer this. Buffed. Baron buffed Avoid Grubs. Just so much damage to turrets.
Yon still has ulti. Maybe a hero play here?
Orin throws that Q. Yon goes in, gets stunned on the E, gets deleted almost instantly. It's just Nautilus and Orin. There is no damage. Hackram still in the bot lane, looking to walk up. Terracol coming down. They just dive the Orin. There's 5 people in the Nexus, and the only person up is Hackram. That is game going over to USAFA. A very clean win. 27-4 in their favor.
Yeah, wow.
That was a
really coming out with real strong teamwork. I mean, everybody was just everywhere on the map all the time.
The map presence was insane. There were only 4 deaths on the side of USAFA, and they had a 16K gold lead at the end of that game.
Absolutely insane showing from USAFA here.
Yeah.
All right, we're back, and we're back with Brandon here. Brandon, what role did you play?
I play mid.
You played. Oh, so you're the Zac.
Yeah, I'm the Zac.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask you about. Was that you? Was that your decision to pick the Zac for mid?
Yeah, it was my decision.
Yeah.
At least it was my decision until when they banned Zed. And I was like, all right, we gotta go tank.
Well, you guys were absolutely stellar that game. I mean, your roams were really good. I gotta ask, what's the communication like in that game? How are you guys so practiced to do all the teamwork?
I'm not gonna lie, the communication when we first started this team was a little rough, but as we kept practicing, we started getting better and better at communicating.
Yeah. How long has USAFA been had an esports program?
So we've had it since like 2010, 2016-ish.
Oh, okay.
Around that area.
And how long have you been a part of it?
I've been a part of it for 4 years.
Yeah?
Yep, this is my last year.
Yeah. Enjoying every second of it, though, I hope. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I love it every second.
All right, well, back to the game. You guys, like I said, you guys did really well, and the Zac pick was really great. What do you guys think you need to do to continue to move forward in this tournament?
I think one thing we need to work on is our drafting.
Yeah?
For us, we've always been doing, we try to focus on one particular person, and so we realize that we need at least a little bit of 2 carries at least.
Yeah.
So normally it's just me or someone else being the carry.
Okay. Well, I can say I thought your draft that game was very good.
I'm surprised I lived that long all the time.
Yeah, I don't think you even burned passive once, did you?
Nope, I didn't even burn my passive.
Crazy. Well, I think that's all really I got for you here. Is there anything else you really want to say?
Hi, Mom.
The classic. All right, well, thank you very much, Brandon. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.